White House also now going after Fox News, which, again, I don't know if this is the best move for them. Let's take a listen to a report about this. I don't know that it's the best move for Barack Obama to be specifically calling out individual media outlets. As biased as Fox News may be, I don't know that this is a good idea. Let's take a listen.
Ears keenly attuned.
I've got one television station that is entirely devoted to attacking my administration. I mean, that's a pretty...
I assume you're talking about Fox.
Well, that's a pretty big megaphone.
In a typical 24-hour stretch, Fox News broadcasts a full day's worth of straight news coverage, followed in the evening by a series of opinion shows, some of which are occasionally harsh in their criticism of Mr. Obama.
The Obamas, they are doing all they can to bring the Olympic gold to their beloved Chicago and their friends.
Okay. That was a report from Fox News. Fox News argues that the White House can't distinguish between news and commentary or opinion programs. I disagree. I believe that Fox News is 100% infiltrated with GOP talking points and that they are not, as they claim, to be fair and balanced. As true as what Barack Obama is saying, it's a bad idea to call out individual media outlets, I think. He's stooping to the level that Richard Nixon went to when he blocked out the New York Times. There's zero possible benefit to the Barack Obama administration for calling out Fox News and for the president to do it. And there is a possible downside. There's nothing to gain, and there is quite a bit to lose by doing this.
Well, I think it's funny that, after we talk about him not going on the one Fox show when he went on so many others, now calling them out, I think neither of those are good. Both of them together, not good at all.
I just don't. And again, I'm not denying.
We're not denying what Fox does. We dissect what they do as much as anybody.
Obama's healthcare plan scarier than cancer.
We're familiar. We're familiar with all of the Fox News.
We're not necessarily disagreeing with Obama.
Of course not.
Barack Obama makes a little girl cry.
And of course, Fox News, which brought us the war on religion. All I'm saying is that, as true as it is, there's no benefit to this, and it opens it up for people like Bill O'Reilly, who we'll take a listen to, saying, "Hey, Fox News is fair and balanced." It's just an opportunity for them to talk about how fair and balanced they claim to be. Take a listen.
Finally, Ms. Dunn is seeing the world.
Got to skip ahead a little bit here.
Okay. I think we've got this.
Was in trouble in Iraq. This network and this program, and your program as well, routinely hammered President Bush on Iraq.
Well, we certainly we were very faithful about covering all the bad news that came out of Iraq for a very long period of time. The criticisms that were made of him were reported and discussed at length on Fox News. Now, he had his defenders. The war had its defenders.
But there was no cheerleading. There was no cheerleading of President Bush on this network when his administration ran into trouble. There was no cheerleading. It was skeptical coverage. Iraq's going south. When the economy started to wobble last September, we were right on that. Now,
okay, so here's some examples of exactly why. And I understand, Lewis, and we understand, and we've talked about this many times. We know the difference between the opinion programs and the news programs. Here's examples from the news programs. Fox News attacked war critics as the situation worsened in Iraq. They transformed proponents of the war into critics when it became convenient to do so. They openly cheerleaded, however you want to say it, for General David Petraeus. They defended Scooter Libby. Not only cheerleading, but they were the propaganda arm, often being caught reading off of their teleprompters text that was copied word for word from Republican mailings and talking points. In many cases, even including the exact same grammatical or spelling errors when showing the text on the screen. So there were times when there were known Republican emails and communications sent out with errors, and Fox News then showed on screen the exact same material with the exact same typos. And to me, that's very clear. So again, Barack Obama, I believe, is right in what he's saying about Fox News, with the exception of one or two anchors here or there. But there is no political benefit at all to calling Fox News out about this at this point.
Should have used, now what he should have said was that Fox News is perhaps more critical of his administration. you know, it still probably would have had the same effect, but
there would have been a much better way to word it. Absolutely.
Yep.